yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half a... I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They took it to 10.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers birding my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like me, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they, though they taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they, though they taking notice.
I do this for the family. Oh, the shield. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Pepper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill.
storm has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Cut.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Hey, check. Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check 24.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Hey, Charlie! Eyes up! Shift!
Now Bell. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, New York.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You remember me? Let's go, baby!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, and he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Bravo!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Mike Spot. But Eddie! Mike Spot. Hey, tight. This thing is a loss. We take it.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Man open. That's Robert Foster complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Watch the safety creep. Motion. Alert.
From midfield, here's Allen. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, and the grab by Croft. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Mike 54. Come on.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Allen now looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Croft, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there.
going again on second down. Darnold, that's complete. It's Bell. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's coming.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill.
Second and 7 at the Bills' 42-yard line.
On second and 7, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
319.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jets' 47-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Alert, alert, alert. Here we go. Check right. Tight. 27. Hey, exit. Son, you go see. You go.
From the gun, Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Now, that's a pretty play right there, and what I'm thankful for is it wasn't me in that situation, because one of the toughest things about defending the deep ball is not panicking, because the longer you...
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for it.
Pressure gets there, and he goes down. Now, there's also a flag, but this might be on the offense anyway. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Bills are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Check 31. Check. Middle.
Throwing now is Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Check.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All 52. Screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Alpha. 27, Mike 27. Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. You're trapped. You're trapped.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Open man there is Malone. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Allen now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
They run again with Hunt. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Jets take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A first down throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Bang, 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 bang. Red 80. Red 80. 49's the mic. Hey, Haywood. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. Red 80. He's crossing.
Darnold now to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Motion, motion. Reset, reset, reset. Here we go. 80. Mike 50. Hey, hey. Mike 7. Mike 50. Strip the ball. Strip. 80.
Darnold from the gun. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. From the 50, it's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Round 80! Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Pass 85, pass 85.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, it's Hunt. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Hatchet. Whip. Watch the whip.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards.
First down, New York.
Darnold on 1st down. That'll be taken in by Anderson. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Silver. Mike's 49. Lady, defense wins championships, baby. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Blue there. 49. Young lady.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. One last throw now for Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,